I've been a tarot reader for over 30 years. I am a born empathic medium. I consider myself a dark medium. I work with spirits, entities, demons. I work daily with my spirit guides. My mom gave me my first set of tarot cards when I was 14. I start every reading with those cards, then integrate other cards. I don't go by the booklets that come with cards. I believe true readers read into the cards with help from their spirit guides. Thank you for watching.
So today we are going to do an intuitive reading on Joe Rogan versus the LiverKing. I was asked to do this reading. I did do a previous reading on Joe Rogan. There was a mysterious female connected. So let's get to. I work through my cards with my spiritual team, my spirit guides. They send me little flashes of images on what they want me to say and what they want to show me. I believe everyone has a spiritual team if they are willing to open up for them. I don't really know much about Joe Rogan's personal life. I don't really watch his show. I watched a couple of them. It's been a few years. I don't know anything about the LiverKing. All I know is I saw the headline. I've seen one picture of him where he got in trouble for making threats against Joe Rogan. So let's get to it. Joe Rogan versus the LiverKing. Joe Rogan versus the LiverKing. Okay. Okay. Get into it. There's arguments, there's fights, there's an unhealthy attachment, there's choices being made about money, there's an overwhelmingness, there's a creative, strong female woman, there's money. Okay. Let's see. I think the LiverKing has a very unhealthy attachment to Joe Rogan, and it's causing conflict. He's being given choices. He's very overwhelmed mentally. I think he has, yes, he has some mental health issues, possible addictions. There's a woman involved. Okay, there's a woman concerned over Joe Rogan, possibly. Is he married, have a daughter, a girlfriend? Someone that is worried over Joe Rogan. The LiverKing sees Joe Rogan as a money maker. He wants to be like him. He wants money like him. But this is a card of justice. Being on trial, courts. He's possibly going to get arrested. Has he been arrested? Possibly be arrested. He's going to face charges for what he's done. He needs to self-reflect. And Joe Rogan's like a positive energy around. So, okay. So, I see the LiverKing is having mental health issues. He wants to be like Joe Rogan. There's somebody in Joe Rogan's life that is really taking these threats as a concern. The LiverKing wants to have money like Joe Rogan. He wants to be like Joe Rogan. He has a very unhealthy attachment to Joe Rogan. Does he have drug addiction, possible drug addictions, the LiverKing. He's going to serve some time. He's going to be punished for his actions. Okay. Let's see. Let's look into the LiverKing. Is there addictions? Is there mental health issues? Seeing this self mutilation. I see he's hurting himself. Is he going to hurt himself? He hurts himself. Okay. He's fucked up. He's very fucked up mentally. Like he gets off on hurting himself. He has depression. He suppresses his feelings. He has a lot of fears. Yeah, he has a lot of mental health issues. I see him being imprisoned. Yeah, isolation. He's going to go to jail. I think he needs to be in a mental health clinic. Like a mental health facility, yeah. Possibly drug rehab. These are my opinions. Yeah, he envies Joe Rogan. He has a very unhealthy obsession with Joe Rogan. He wants to be recognized by Joe Rogan. He admires Joe Rogan, but at the same time he feels like he's better than Joe Rogan. It's fucked up. Yeah, he's gonna be in trouble. He's gonna face some possible jail time. Okay. Okay. What else about the LiverKing? I see the initials B and J. I don't know his name. Is his name BJ? No. I don't know. Okay. The LiverKing. What's this dude's problem? He's all fucked up. That's his problem. In my opinion. Possible schizophrenic. Very drug dependent. These are my opinions. Yeah, Joe Rogan does have a security team. He definitely needs it because this guy's really unstable. Yeah, he's like got all kinds of voices in his head. The LiverKing. Okay, I'm not going to say that. I see maybe there's a chance him going after someone in Joe Rogan's life. Possible female. Okay. He's very envious of him. He wants to be like he wants to be buddies with him, but at the same time he feels more superior than Joe Rogan. He wants to be on his show. He's like really obsessed with being on his show. He wants Joe Rogan to pay him money. He wants to be like Joe Rogan, but he still feels like he's better than Joe Rogan. It's weird. Okay. LiverKing. Kind of makes me dizzy thinking about him. Yeah, he's got like all kinds of personalities in his head. The LiverKing. Okay. Yeah, Joe Rogan should be concerned. Definitely keep security around his friends and family. Yeah, the LiverKing puts on a show, but on the inside, he feels like he's dead. He's very detached from himself. Yeah, he feels alone, and like he's in the dark. Where's his light? He wants to be in the spotlight. He feels empty and hollow, and he holds back his true feelings. He's lost faith in life. This man may possibly make an attempt on his life. Every time he hears Joe Rogan, it hurts him. Every time he watches the show, it hurts him. He wants Joe Rogan to be like, yo, bro. He wants to be his equal, but still he feels more superior than him. It's weird. He wants to be like a co-host or something on this podcast. He wants to be like Joe Rogan, but he still thinks he's better than Joe Rogan. Yes, he wants his attention. He wants to get Joe Rogan's attention. Very unhealthy attachment. It's weird. He's very jealous of Joe Rogan. Like to the point of obsession. He just sits and watches him all the time. That's what I see anyway. He wants to be famous like Joe Rogan. Because, you know, everybody knows who Joe Rogan is. I don't have a clue who LiverKing is. LiverKing? What? Why LiverKing? Yeah, I see him being incarcerated. He needs to be locked up. It's like I feel blurred. He's a drug addict. He uses drugs. I see needles, I see pills. The LiverKing. Okay. LiverKing. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he's detached from himself. He doesn't feel like anything's real. He wants to move on. But it's never gonna. He wants to connect, but it's just not going to happen, and he can't move on. Yeah, he has no control on his life. He feels like he's completely out of control. He keeps messing up everything. He's very difficult around people. He feels ugly on the out. He looks in the mirror and he doesn't feel attractive. He hates himself. He hates the way he looks. And then he feels sorry for what he's done, but he keeps doing it. He pushes away all of his responsibilities. He doesn't want to take responsibility for any of his actions. Yeah. He's mentally drained. Okay. I don't like this guy. Alright. Let's see. Let's read on Joe Rogan. Okay. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has, like, everything he needs in life. He's emotionally stable. He's very appealing to people. He has a lot of trust. People trust him. He thinks, yeah. An illusion, okay. Love, okay. So he does have love. I don't, illusion. Okay. This is the LiverKing. He feels like the LiverKing is, he's not taking it seriously. He should. Yeah, but Joe Rogan's got a really good life. Maybe the LiverKing is living that illusion through him. Okay. Clarify. What does illusion mean? That. What is the illusion? Okay. Okay. He has his love, he has clarity. There's barriers around him. And a surprise enlightenment. So, yeah. Joe Rogan, there's going to be a surprise coming up in his life. There's going to be barriers broke. Maybe he's going to find new opportunities. He's with the person he loves. Okay. So, I think the LiverKing sees Joe Rogan as just having it all. And he wants that. He wants to be admired. Okay, let's see. It's kind of confusing. It's like my brain feels scrambled after LiverKing. The guy's, he's all fucked up. There's a female that's worried about Joe Rogan. Like maybe a wife, daughter. Does he have kids? Daughter, girlfriend, someone? Very concerned. And there should be concern about this individual. Okay. The LiverKing and Joe Rogan. The LiverKing is, he's spiraling. His brain is just like possible schizophrenic. So many voices in his head. The LiverKing. Okay. What's any future events for Joe Rogan and the LiverKing? A challenge and hope. Okay. So the LiverKing sees, he's just holds out hopes and potential to be with Joe Rogan. He wants to be across that table from him on his podcast. It's just not going to happen. And he sees it as a challenge. He's very abnormal. Yes. He follows. He's possibly stalking him. At the same time, he's an inspiration. Joe Rogan is an inspiration to him, but at the same time, he thinks he's better than him. It's so weird. Okay. Alright. Often use, these are my vampire cards. I always use them with celebrities. For obvious reasons. I see celebrities as vampires. I want to get out of this reading. I don't like this guy, the LiverKing. He's very, he needs mental health therapy ASAP. He needs rehab. Okay. Okay. The sun. Joe Rogan is a bright light. Joe Rogan's got it. He's got it made in this guy's eyes. He wants to be like him. Yeah. The devil. The hangman. See? He sees Joe Rogan as this bright light. And the LiverKing is spewing lies and hate. I see the devil as a card of deceit, disease, addictions. And he feels just stuck there, like he's hung there. The LiverKing. He wants to be like Joe Rogan, yet he feels like he's better than Joe Rogan. It's weird. Okay. I'm gonna do one more card. Okay. I am a dark medium. I work with spirits. I channel spirits. Actually, I prefer to work with entities and spirits over people. They're less draining. Let's see if there's anybody on the other side that has any advice for Joe Rogan, that wants to speak to Joe Rogan. A past loved one, a friend that has passed, someone who's crossed over onto the other side. Let's see if there's anybody that from the other side. Is there somebody from the other side that wants to comment on Joe Rogan? Does anyone on the other side have a message for Joe Rogan? A friend, a loved one, someone he's lost. I don't know anything about his family. Is there anyone that has crossed over? That has any guidance for Joe Rogan? Okay. Yes, there's a message from somebody maybe he worked with, a younger person, maybe somebody he went on adventures with. Yes, this is a guy. This guy had great purpose in Rogan's life. And he's afraid of Joe Rogan becoming a martyr. Okay. Let's see. One more. These are spirit animal cards, since Joe Rogan is very athletic and stuff. What his spirit animal is. What animal represents Joe Rogan? And then I'm going to end this. Going on over 20 minutes here. Okay. Joe Rogan is represented by the bear, strength. That's perfect. A very strong person. He stands behind his truth, his strength. He's confident. And he follows his own path. He follows his own will. Okay, so to sum it all up, I feel like the LiverKing has a lot of mental health issues, possible schizophrenia, very drug dependent. He's an addict. He admires Joe Rogan. He may try to make another attempt on Joe Rogan, and possibly someone Joe Rogan cares about. And the guy needs to be locked up. He's going to be locked up. But he needs to be really locked up. Like in a mental health clinic, mental health facility. This guy's not right in the head. So I'm going to end this. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And Be kind to everyone.
Morgan Freeman here, and I ask you to kindly subscribe to my bestie Stacy's channel.